How to make a spicy tomato soup. Let's get into it. In a medium to large size pot, add 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil. Chop up 1 onion, and then when you're ready, add it to your oil in the pot. Chop up 1 red pepper, large, and remove the seeds. And when you're ready, add that to your onions. Add half a teaspoon of salt. You want to put it on your stove, stir it around, cover it, and occasionally stir it until everything is nice and tender for about 8 to 10 minutes. Now for the next 3 ingredients, I'm going to use a chopper. If you don't have a chopper, you can also use a grater, or you can just use a knife and chop the next 3 ingredients very finely. But to this, you're going to add 2 good-sized cloves of garlic. I'm using 3 because one of them is really small. About a teaspoon or 2 of ground ginger. You can also use 1 1-inch piece of fresh ginger if you prefer. And about an 1/8 or 1/16 of a cup of sliced jalapenos. You can also use 1 whole jalapeno if you prefer to just chop a fresh one. Now just combine everything well and either grate it really finely or chop it really finely depending on what your chosen method was. Add your grated or finely chopped mixture to your pan and cook it for 1 minute. Don't forget to stir. Add 1 teaspoon of cumin as well as 1 teaspoon of ground coriander if you have it and would wish to add some. Add 1 teaspoon of ground black pepper. Stir and cook for 1 more minute. Roughly chop 2.5 pounds of tomatoes. Then add the tomatoes to your pot. Add 2.5 cups of water. Stir everything together well and bring it to a boil. When everything's boiling, turn it down to a simmer for about 10 minutes. Now, either with an immersion blender or a regular blender, very carefully blend until well smooth. If you're like me and using a regular blender, you're probably going to have to get a separate bowl because you're probably going to have to do it in batches. Let your soup cool down for about 5 to 10 minutes before you serve. Also, just a quick tip, if you want creamy tomato soup, add about a 1/2 cup to a cup of heavy cream, or half and half. Mix that together and let it simmer while it's still hot. Also, real quick, I forgot to mention, if you like your stuff less spicy, of course, add less jalapenos, or no jalapenos if you prefer no spice. But when you're ready, serve with nice crusty bread. I do have a few recipes on my page if you're interested in checking those out, and enjoy!